All right. Hello, everybody. I am so sorry for the late stream. Where on earth is the fucking game? There it is. Okay, great. Welcome back to Rose Guns Days. All right. Hello, Luca, Apparition, T, G-chan, Czar Vegas, Mystery Theater. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to go through the list. There's so much chat. And T. Mystery Theater, Czar Vegas. Yes. Oh my god, everybody. Ah! Last time. I'm so sorry for the delay, by the way. But yeah, don't worry. We're still going to do the normal amount of time because I am fully awake and everything. I just need to finish doing something. I am so sorry, you guys. Anyway. Last fucking time. And I say fucking time because that's what fucking happened! Yes! Yes, Ryukishi always deliberate on the goddamn romance. That was amazing. I think that was 2 times ago, but I don't fucking care because it fucking happened. Oh my god. Seriously. I think we left it on the morning after last time. My memory is slowly coming back to me, but I still can't get over it. Still fucking can't get over it. Yes! And then Wayne came back, and you know, we got it. Of course, he lived. And also, I keep wanting to call her Chloe because that's the voice I gave her. The little girl who was drawn by Ryukishi. Oh my god. She also lived. And which is great because we didn't know about her because I still think that she might be Jean in the future. It just seems like it would fit too well. They're both drawn by Ryukishi. They both have similar style and hair color. Claudia, that was her name. Thank you, Apparition. And also, Caleb's downfall is all but assured, pretty much. Literally everyone is now conspiring against him. But, like, they basically, the occupying forces and Lee Meiju are all like saying, you know, Rose, now that you've got all this new drive and stuff, it's time to kill fucking Caleb. And Caleb, ironically, has almost seemed to try to turn over a new leaf. Pretty goddamn crazy, I would say, because that is not something I would have expected him to do. He says he's going to try to get the money back so we can give it back to everybody. I don't know if he's going to follow up on that, but damn, big if true. Anyway, it's been far too long. Let's get back into it. All right. Yeah, gun practice.
Great. I'm surprised. Thought I'd have to leave you hand in hand from square one.
Well, actually, Leo did that for me already, but... Please tell me if the music is too loud, by the way. Butler was frankly surprised to see Rose's excellent shooting. A glance at the target was enough to tell him that her accuracy was far better than what you'd expect from an amateur. However, her instructor Cyrus scolded her relentlessly.
Your stale stare.
Hello, Lestat. Welcome to the stream.
You're letting the gun take control.
I'm sorry.
You scared of guns? You think they're a tool for killing people? That's wrong! Guns are for protection. Not for yourself, but the people you're trying to protect. Moment's hesitation will give your opponent time to pull the trigger. 10, Because of your hesitation, the bullet he fires back under the chest of someone you're trying to protect. Shoot, 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 soldier! Gun ain't a tool, it's part of your body. Keep on shooting and shooting until it feels like part of your hand.
Yes, sir! All right, time for Rose Gun Nights. Let's go. Yeah, look at my badass fighting sprites. Woo! Kill those targets. All right, yeah, look at this one. Oh, well, actually not, because there's not a person, but yeah.
There's that demon sergeant for you. Pretty strict.
With a practiced motion, Rose rapidly changed magazines and resumed firing with a stern expression. Rose had always been serious and earnest. Once she made up her mind to fight, she was a quick learner. To tell the truth, Butler didn't like seeing Rose holding a gun. However, as a captain of the occupying forces, he had to encourage them to fight. In that case, he had no choice but to train her thoroughly and hope that she came out of this alive. Off to the side of the shooting range, Leo seemed to be instructing Wayne in combat. He was acting out a series of motions designed to wrench up the arm of a foe holding a gun and steal their weapon.
Now there's a surprise. Didn't know the Japanese army had their own CQC techniques. I thought only the boss knew that and taught it to her protege. Classic Japanese martial arts have plenty of techniques to deal with someone armed with a knife. The basics of CQC are an ancient Japanese military technique as well. This is an extension of those. Damn, that's a good move. Knife, gun, knife, gun! That's what I gotta do. Right, Leo? Yeah, pretty much. Damn, he really does know.
I can't believe he said it! Oh my god!
He got my gun before I knew what was going on. Want some seconds? Again. I'll take a few more of those and ingrain the movements into my body.
They were acting out a situation where Wayne pulled out a gun and pointed it at Leo at close range. Now, keep in mind, there is no way in hell you're going to be fighting me in a field of white flowers, so just pretend I'm someone else, okay?
Okay. I don't know why you brought up that example, but sure.
Then, Leo would grab Wayne's arm holding the gun. Slowly force it down, then slip the gun out of his hand.
Now you try it. Captain's watching, so make it look cool. Alright, let's do it!
Leo pulled out his gun in close range. With a fairly skillful motion, Wayne grasped hold of his arm.
Bang. I really am Spike Spiegel. You died. Shh! Damn it! Don't make me say it over and over again. Make sure the line of the gun barrel never touches your body. Stick to your enemy. Then draw a nice big circle with his arm. Don't try to cut corners by making it small. That's why the gun barrel's pointing at you. Once you've gotten the arm this far, you can cook things up however you like. You might make a jab at their solar plexus, for instance.
It is, Ji-chan, it is. in Peace Walker, it is. It's crazy, but it is.
And if you spin their body around from here, they'll make a pretty good shield. Oh, God!
This is hilarious. This would be so hilarious animated.
Or you could try slamming them to the floor and whispering sweet nothings into their ear. I get it. I give up. You're the main character. Hey there, Wayne. Could y'all stop flirting around?
Oh my god.
Already giving the fangirls enough bait as it is. Not to mention you look like one of them there ookies. Time to iron out your shooting. Get over here. Huh. So it's finally my turn. Let's do it.
Wayne went to the shooting booth alongside Rose. Leo watched him go, waving his hand with a "keep it up, kid" before plopping down on a shabby sofa.
Hurts my heart to send a young man like that to the front lines. Wonder if that means I'm getting old. History has always been made by the young. It's not fair for old geezers to take guns out of the hands of young and keep history all to themselves. That's not something I'd expect to hear from people that used to ban swords. For centuries, this country has no concept of protection for private citizens. Protecting your life and safety was thought to be something filthy. Job for the nation instead of the individual. It's almost funny. Can't believe it, people like that proclaimed that they were going to free all of Asia. True enough, Japanese are too fastidious about pretty much everything. We got so many hypocrites who love fried chicken but couldn't bear to wring a chicken's neck.
I mean, that's true for most of the world.
In the age where the country could protect the people, I could get away with that. But that's not true anymore. Japan has been destroyed. We're the people of a lost nation. Protect ourselves. We have to pick up our own guns. It does sound troubling.
I really hope I'm okay with differentiating between Butler and Leo for you guys. I'm trying.
It does sound troubling. But you're planning to make Rose-chan shoot too? I can understand if it was for self-defense. But that style of shooting isn't how you protect yourself. That style is for shooting down enemies. Here you plan to drag her out into the gunfight. He's a legend. A legend? Yeah. Legend of Cowboy Bebop. Tank. Do-do-do-do-do. She needs a legend about how she shot down Father Caleb with her own hands. A woman with nothing but good looks? Won't have enough charisma to control the criminal underworld. Are you saying she can become a woman of legend? She can. We'll make her a legend in the City 23 underworld. Japanese men love romantic tales like that. Without at least something like that, she'll never be able to earn the respect of those mafia men. So you're trying to make her the madam of the Primavera family in the truest sense. That woman will lead this city forward.
Damn. Oh, I completely forgot that was a choosing thing. Damn. Oh, thank you, Apparition. When we visited James's shop again, several powerful members of the Caleb family were seated there. To James, risk isn't a thing to be minimized, but part of the investment. When they called James to request a meeting, he responded saying that he wanted to introduce them to some people. In particular, several powerful leaders in the Caleb family. Every one of them had enough ability to rule over their own families. Now that Caleb had gotten himself stuck by letting the occupying forces provoke him and crossing several lines, these men weren't likely to continue swearing allegiance to him forever. On the inside, they knew their ship had run aground. However, it wouldn't be easy to betray Caleb, and they had nowhere else to go. In other words, James had brought together key members that might possibly go along with Leo's plan.
I am Richard Miyogi, in charge of Primavera's financial affairs. It is a pleasure to meet you.
You do realize there's a price on your head, don't you? Pretty hard to believe you even showed up today. You don't think any of us have tried to sell you out?
No one's beyond a bit of betrayal. As long as there's money in it, that is. Love and friendship don't exist in the underworld. Everything's just a gamble. Winning horses and losing horses. That's all that matters. If all of you wish to sell me out, all I have to do is prove that you're more to gain by joining us. Doesn't the fact that all of us had gathered together prove that you were hoping for something?
Hey, that guy's got guts. Which means you now got to explain what makes your horse so strong. If you can't do that, we'll just tie you up and throw you in a truck right here. Miguel's just been itching to take a slice out of you.
I'll hand this over to Leo, who could probably kill you all in 2 seconds, by the way. Threats are not my specialty. So, you want us to explain what makes our horse so strong? Unique characters. Y'all use the same sprites as the generic mooks.
What's so funny?
You've let me down, James. Couldn't you find anyone better than this?
What'd you say? A little horse bodyguard like you better watch his mouth.
Oh yeah, that's right. I gave him a unique voice. I gave James a unique voice. I forgot what I gave him. God damn it. Fuckleberry Hound. No! Ah, god damn it. I forgot! He was right at the end, too, of the last stream. I originally gave him the generic Moog voice, but then I saw he had a different face. Oh yeah, he's Tomitake, isn't he? He's Tomitake. Oh, Hideyoshi, that's right. Thank you, Apparition.
No need to get so fired up, everyone. It seems this meeting was arranged so that Primavera could present us with a small gift. All of us have it rough financially. Those are the times we live in, after all. Because of that, Richard's son is offering to give us a little support.
Heh. If you're looking to bribe us, you better be hiding a big stack of money somewhere. James is the one who's introducing you to us. Means we can expect a lot out of you, don't it?
Richard, if you will. These are for you all. Please accept them.
Richard opened up the trunk and placed a small object wrapped in silk before each of them. Then in front of James alone, he placed a small envelope.
So just how much got wrapped up in here? Let's have a look. Isn't this a bit small?
when they opened the bundles without hesitation. A single wrapped stack of fresh bills appeared. This is the money, isn't it? That is kind of messed up. I do agree, Mysterious Theater. That they're using the very money that he gave them to take him down. Oh, God. That is just fucking tragedy. A single wrapped stack of fresh bills appeared, so crisp that it looked like you could cut yourself in the edges.
A single bundle of $1,000 bills, huh?
In other words, it was 100,000 Japanese dollars for each of them. More than enough to hand out as a greeting.
Considering that you've been on the run, this is pretty impressive. But if you put this on a scale with Father Caleb, it doesn't even come close, does it?
The bundle given to their leader, James, also had a stack of $1,000 bills. So the envelope had received... So the envelope he had received in addition to the stack caught everyone's interest. The bosses were sure it held a check for an enormous sum. These packs of money were little more than business cards, so a large check would make sense. Surely the message was that they could split the check if they agreed to be bribed.
Mind if I open this now?
Please, go ahead.
I thought you in particular would be pleased by that, so I bought it for you. Just a little surprise present.
When James opened the envelope, another $1,000 note appeared. It's a single $1,000 bill. The boss's eyes went wide with confusion.
Take a look at the serial number. No, there's a surprise. 777777. How rare. We could open up Damon Gant's safe. That there's a gift from Madame Rose. You are a gambler after all. Might as well keep it as a good luck charm or something.
Damn, how did they find... I bet, like, they noticed that randomly and thought that would be a unique thing to give him when they were looking through the money that Butler brought them.
Ho ho! Quite an unexpected present. Thank you, Leo. Richard. Tell Madame Rose I'm grateful to receive such a wonderful present.
Hello, the anime nerd. Welcome to the stream.
It's no big deal. Just a thing whose worth wouldn't be appreciated to anyone but you. So, if you have no objections, allow us to take our leave. Jameson and everyone else gathered here, we ask that you lend us your aid in our mission. We'll contact you again, James. We hope for a favorable answer.
Leo and Richard left. The room fell silent again. After a short pause, it exploded into a burst of laughter. Oh, thank you, anime nerd. Thank you. Aw, that is really sweet of you. Yeah, my voice is naturally deep anyway, so I can do that. I really need to study more about acting to be able to be a voice actor. I feel like I need to know more about the acting part of voice acting, as well as improve my vocal range. So thank you for that. I try. I don't have any, like, training in acting, as you can probably tell.
They really think that'll be enough, do they? I see how little they think of us. Looks like they're taking even the great James Tomataki for a fool, eh?
It's funny that he's too shocking.
Fools.
What's that?
Haven't you figured it out yet? Can't you see that they're putting you to the test? They're trying to see if we got the brains to be worthy of joining Primavera. If those stacks of bills look like a few paltry 100,000, get your asses out of the black market!
James furiously rose to his feet. The other bosses didn't have a clue what was going on.
You still don't see it, do you? Turn those bundles over and look at the wrapper!
On the reverse side, there was a banker's signature indicating that there were 100 bills in the stack, as well as the name of the bank. China Japan Bank, Katsushika Branch.
Yeah, Katsushika? You mean C22?
The meaning of that slowly seeped into their brains. Then, James held up that bill with a series of lucky sevens, slamming it onto the table.
Did you think a bill with all sevens would just be floating around the city? Normally, a bill like this would be taken directly to the presses and sent to the chief of one of his gang.
Of course, Japanese dollars were being produced under American supervision. In that case, it was clear who the original owner of the bill was.
And this is Madame Rose's present to us. Don't you get it now? Can't you see the big buck by Chinatown and the occupying forces? No, the GH2 itself!
Impossible! In that case, the occupying forces really are opposed to the father. And that's not all, if the Chinatown is on this side.
The bosses were now completely aware of the magnitude of the situation. They whispered to each other, glancing over to see James's expression.
Dang it, Madame Rose. That's one hell of a present.
James held the lucky bill up to the light and growled. By now, it didn't take someone as clever as him to see who the next ruler of City 23 would be. Damn, that was a Gigabrain move for sure, G-Chan. Club Primavera. The flow of customers has practically disappeared. And its former bustle is now a thing of the distant past. However, to ladies of the evening, this place is a symbol of prosperity. Dang, I'm an animator. That's amazing. My sister did something similar and got somebody suspended because they literally thought that like someone literally punched her, and she made them believe it. Now, this was someone who deserved it, by the way, so it's not like she was being mean, but somebody literally got suspended because in way back when she was in junior high because she acted so well. My sister is such a badass, seriously. I'm a failure as an elder sister. Jeez. The streets that once bloomed as brilliantly as a nighttime flower were now little more than a memory. Even Club Primavera had gone to seed. The regular customers, with their clever jokes, and the gentlemen with their gracious tips were all gone. Yeah, Caleb just friggin' wrecked this place. The bodyguards here to protect Amanda were always wandering about, but Amanda skipped town, didn't she? Like, their punk underlings were always making passes at the girls to save off boredom. The depths the club had sunk to were devastating to behold. Well, I hope you did well on the test, at the very least, anime nerd. The ruler of this place, Amanda, rarely showed herself around here these days. Oh my god, anime nerd, I had such a problem with that in school, in that my eyes, like, now I just wear foundation, but my eyes, like, have a thing where they're just naturally have really dark circles under them, and it's the most annoying thing in the world. So I used to get asked that a lot, and it was just so infuriating. I just started wearing, just when I put on foundation, I just started putting foundation under my eyes to cover it up, because I just hate the way it looks. It just naturally, I have bags under my eyes. Anyway, back to the story. I don't think I've seen her since last week. She's hardly ever around lately. She may call herself the madam, but she never comes to the club.
I see, that's annoying.
It was a phone call from Meryl. From the first step of the feint attack strategy, it was essential that Amanda be taken hostage upon returning to Primavera. Unless that happened, there was a chance that Caleb wouldn't send reinforcements. They had to plan for a day that Amanda would definitely be present. Okay, as soon as we know, we'll contact you. Leave it to us. All the girls in the club are on our side. We knew that someday Madame Rose will get the captain's help and chase them all out.
You can count on that. Rose has been reborn. She is Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan X Team Billion Turn 2 Tournament Edition Pro Maxi Ultra. Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series Rose now. She's prepared to fight all out as our madam. She's already made arrangements with many of our allies to prepare for the fight.
It's so reassuring to hear you say that in your ridiculous voice. This time we'll definitely fight alongside Rose. So please, take back our Primavera.
What you saying is the complete truth, right?
Of course.
Rose will fight. Of course we will too. However, I won't let anyone sit around and enjoy the show while what we do is the dirty work.
Because, anime nerd, the reason for that is because she is drawn by Ryukishi. And all the Ryukishi is... He's gotten better since the Higurashi days. He's not the best artist. Which is no secret. Of course. Well, if you're asking us to take a gun like you and fight, that might be pretty hard. Still, we don't plan on sitting around. We'll give it our all, too. The girls were doing every little thing they could to bear as much of the risk themselves as possible. After all, even contacting Meryl from this place, one of Caleb family's favorite hangouts, was extremely dangerous in itself. They may not have been prepared to pick up guns, but their resolve was no less firm than if they were.
Amanda is Caleb's one trump card. If he lets her slip away, then even recapturing the club won't be a victory for him.
Yeah. Okay, she's clearly being coerced. We'll give it our all. Yeah, as I said, Mystery Theater, that happened to me all the time. It was so annoying. Because I just naturally have dark circles under my eyes. It's, at least though, it's better than these girls who have no eyes at all. Unless Amanda's bodyguards were complete fools. Their first priority in case of any attack would be to evacuate her immediately. Because of that, the ladies of the club would have to quietly capture Amanda right before the attack.
Can you do it? It'll take guts to pull this off.
We've got to do it, don't we? So we will. This could be your only chance to teach Amanda a lesson after all. Shh! Amanda-san's here. Oh, she's here. Sorry, we'll call back later. Bye. She set the receiver down hurriedly and dashed out of the office in a fluster. Oh wow, I thought she skipped town. At the other end of the corridor, Amanda was approaching, followed by her guards. With an apologetic attitude, the girls tried to dash past Amanda. Hold on. What is it, Madam Amanda? Is there something... No, it's nothing. Forgive me for stopping you. Okay, we'll be on our way then. For a while, Amanda stared at their quickly retreating bags. As a leader among women, these creatures of strong instincts, Amanda's own intuition was considerable. She entered an empty office, but the scent and presence of those women still clearly remained. Amanda's so badass. It would be enough for Amanda to tell that they had been talking about something at length with sweaty hands. Something exciting and tense.
What's wrong, madam?
It's nothing. It was a sensitivity that the men surely couldn't begin to grasp. If she explained that the scent of those women still lingered here, they'd probably agree to that much. But if she told them they'd been making a secret phone call to Rose's group, they'd probably have said there was no evidence. Unlike men, there were things that could be seen by women without their eyes. Damn, women have like superpowers in Ryukishi land here. Jeez. Thanks to that, she had guessed even what they had been talking about. Anime Nerd actually has way more husbandos than waifus, I think. Like, Umineko has a lot more waifus, yeah. Like, this is like, you wouldn't tell it from this section, but yeah. I think there's way more husbandos in Rose Gun Days than any of Ryukishi's other works. Could you tell the girls to come in here?
Yes, madam.
It looks like you're finally ready to come of age. Who's talking here? Wait. Nostris is a mere leader of ladies of the evening, but is something with much greater ideals. Did you call for us, Madam Amanda? We weren't making a secret phone call or anything, if that's what you're thinking. Please don't kill us. My apologies for summoning you. Would you mind setting up a room for me? A room? It's been dangerous out there lately, hasn't it? Still, I've grown tired of changing my lodgings every night.
But that's no good, madam. If the worst happens...
I have decided. Do you wish to object? You don't, do you?
Understood.
So that's that. For the next few days, I'll spend the night in this club. Yeah, she totally wants to help Rose. Absolutely. I really hope Wayne told Rose this, so she doesn't actually kill Amanda. God, I really hope that Rose knows she's on their side. Please let all the others know if you would. The girls looked at each other in excitement at this unexpected big news. They would probably... How could they look at each other without eyes? They would probably rush off and report to Stella and the rest. The guards seem agitated too. After this was the first time Amanda had ever spoken of spending the night at Primavera. Amanda shooed them all away and was alone. Then she sat down in the sofa across from the madam's chair and gazed up at the ceiling. Yeah, there's way more waifus in Umineko. I'm so glad, Rose. Just once. At the very end, I'll get to see you in all your splendor. Yep. I really hope she doesn't... I really hope that she doesn't die. Since she's on their side. Maybe they can fake her death or something. Three cars drove into an uptown back alley. Then, when the cars reached the back door of a large hotel, those inside got out and quickly walked into the building. Caleb stood at the front of the group. The man who boasted of uniting the City 23 underworld and of dealing with the occupying forces on even footing was now changing hotels every few days in fear of assassins. In the past, he had swaggered about boldly. However, now he entered via a car parked at the back door, quickly disappearing inside. Without striding across the luxurious lobby, there are so many good visual novels, anime nerd.
Damn it. It's enough to make you cry.
Caleb, you shouldn't stand around outside. Oh my god, apparition! His seven Koopa hotels. Oh my god. You should look at the enclosed instruction book.
Yeah, I get it. You're right.
Absolutely, animator nerd. Looking forward to GGS too in like a week. After getting Caleb to move along, Miguel looked around in all directions. Once he was sure that there were no suspicious-looking people lurking in the shadows, he hurried into the hotel too. Several high-class hotels offered suite rooms to the Caleb family for free in place of protection money. By hopping from one to the other, Caleb was trying to make it harder to locate his position. His high-ranking subordinates knew this too, but they would have no idea which hotel he was staying at. However, even this behavior was limited to the hotels Caleb favored. The biggest text boxes ever. After their meeting, James Tomitake promised to support Primavera. Little by little, various bits of information regarding Caleb's surroundings were leaked out. Eventually, this evolved into a list of the hotels Caleb circulated through. Now all that was needed was strength in numbers. That was where Chinatown excelled. The entire sequence of events, from Caleb's cars approaching to the back of the hotel, to his men vanishing within the building. Hey James, welcome to the stream! You're already in the story. Had been witnessed by a man looking down on them from a roof in a nearby building.
So, we finally got him by the tail.
Information certainly is like a tail. If you pull it in slowly, you're bound to catch something big.
That list of hotels we got from James has been a powerful weapon.
Under normal circumstances, switching between hideouts isn't an effective way to hide.
True enough. It is a strategy used only when a fear of traitors exists.
It means he knows better than anyone else. Curtain's falling on the Caleb Empire. All we have to do is give our stamp of approval.
We've seen signs of him using every hotel on the list. He spends between 1 and 3 days at each location. And the choice of hotel is completely random. Most likely. We haven't been able to find any pattern.
Rumor has it that he's using Miguel's intuition and whims to decide which hotel and how long to stay there.
There's no way a man like Caleb could manage such an elaborate concealment strategy. Indeed, the support of that man Miguel with his exceptional instincts must count for a lot.
There is no one harder to read than him. No matter how much we read into their movements, Miguel's the one person I doubt will ever trick.
There's no need to fear. We have Ryukishi Shigami on our side.
Okay, I get it. I'll start studying Chinese for real from now on. I doubt I'll ever be able to get those tones down, though. So, could we please stick to Japanese just for today?
I'm sorry. I just slipped into Chinese. I guess you're the only one out of the loop.
This here is the Belton Plaza Hotel. It is the furthest hotel from Primavera.
In other words, X days whenever Caleb next visits the place. We'll make the enemy focus on Primavera. Have the captain block the roads.
Then the police will round them up, leaving Caleb isolated.
We'll have no way to tell that he's coming to this hotel until immediately before he enters it. Correct? Correct. All we can do is reserve the hotel and wait for him to appear.
In other words, we're all set to go, and now we're just waiting for Caleb.
Well, as to that, wasn't the assault to be split into 2 groups attacking Primavera and the hotel? Have you finished selecting members for both groups?
We've left it to Leo and Cyrus to decide that. They'll be the leaders of the 2 teams, and Meryl and I will probably go to Primavera.
I wonder which will become a fiercer battlefield.
If the surprise attack succeeds completely, the hotel should be much safer. Caleb will only have a minimum number of bodyguards on him. That's probably where Wayne can have his mini-boss battle with, that guy. I can't believe I'm having a brain fart now. I forgot his name. Fuck. With Miguel. Yeah, that. Jeez. On the other hand, Primavera will have enemy reinforcements swarming around it.
However, I can't imagine Caleb and Miguel falling for such a surprise attack so easily.
Exactly. We've got no idea which battle will end up being the fiercest. What do you think, Leo?
I'm really sorry. Ni hao is the only Chinese I know.
No, they were speaking in Chinese the whole time. Oh my god.
Oh, I could introduce you to an excellent Chinese class, Leo-san. And of course, the teacher will be one of those glamorous women you love so much.
They're totally planning a Yakuza-style boss fight. Shirtless Leo versus shirtless Caleb. Calling it.
Oh, I forgot. I know what I need to.
Yep. Yeah, that's the phrases I know. I know what I need as well as ni hao and like you know, some of the curses like Shema. Well, I know like why and what. I know Shema and Wei Shema and things like that, and Zhouminga and like, you know, any kind of thing that's like an expression. Jeez. City 1 in the Tokyo metropolis, located in the old Chiyoda city. It had been once the core of the Empire of Japan, the place where all the authority and functions of the capital were gathered. Do I know COVID? I don't, I have no idea what you're talking about. I do know what the virus is. That had not changed after the American and Chinese occupation. The headquarters of the Supreme Commander of the Allied Forces. Otherwise known as the General Headquarters, or the GHQ. On paper, the Japanese government still governed Japan after the ending of the war, but it goes without saying that this was a puppet government. Everyone who didn't conform to their views had been chased out of the administration. So there could be no doubt that this place was the core of post-war Japan. The building was split with perfect symmetry along its center, divided into east and west without a millimeter's deviation. The east side housed the governing offices of the American Army, while the west side contained those of the Chinese Army. At one point, the two sides had been locked in a battle over who would name a supreme commander for the Japanese occupation. However, since both sides feared such a struggle might produce roadblocks for the governing of Japan, they had pushed the matter to the side. In other words, the Americans and the Chinese had formed a twisted government in which both sides named a supreme commander. Ooh, that's gonna go over well. Jeez. Decisions were made based on talks between the two. Of course, neither side was allowed any room for compromise in these discussions. This GHQ was the front line of a new battlefield between America and China. Because of this, both countries sent the best of the best to serve as their supreme commanders. Chinese government dispatched a man possessing one of their best minds in the entire CMC. Of course, the American government also sent in a man with a great mind. This man had entered the United States Military Academy at West Point with top grades. When he graduated from there, it was one of the highest grades ever recorded in the institution. Ji-chan is actually neon! You cracked the code. After performing magnificently in World War I, he eventually became the Army's youngest Major General. He went on to become Chief of Staff of the United States Army, Army Commander in the Far East, and Supreme Commander Southwest Pacific Area. In 1944, he was promoted to the 5-star rank of General of the Army. With his sharp wits, he had taken the initiative in the government of Japan. Okay, so That man's name was Douglas. Oh wow, MacArthur. They're bringing real people into this here. Supreme Commander Douglas MacArthur. MacArthur walked out of the conference room, having a pleasant chat with the Chinese Supreme Commander Liang through an interpreter. Behind them followed the Directors General from the 23 independent cities within the Tokyo metropolis. There's 23 cities in the Tokyo metropolis? God damn. So really these... I was wondering about City 22 and being Tokyo and shit, but... Are they referring to cities and actually these tiny, small areas? Like... It's more like a neighborhood than an actual city. The American and Chinese officers bowed to each other respectfully before splitting off into their respective buildings to the east and west. Yeah, it's really weird out of context, but it makes more sense in the actual story of Higurashi. Beyond the barrier formed by these bowing officers, sorry, Butler stood. The last in the line of Directors General was the Director General of City 23. When he saw Butler, he signaled to him with a small nod. Butler turned and walked away, a satisfied smile on his face. Welcome back, Captain!
Congratulations, Rose John. Looks like we're go. Of course, that doesn't mean you get a blank check to run wild.
I understand. Primavera and Caleb's Hotel. We'll endeavor to limit the gun combat to those two areas, and to keep it as small as possible.
On paper, this will be a military police operation for maintaining the public order. I'm counting on you. Get it?
I understand. We'll see to it that nothing happens to tarnish your reputation, Captain. Wayne-kun, I know you might get overexcited, but we're trusting you.
I understand, Rose-san. This isn't a street fight between Brits. It's war.
Get that right. No doubt about it. This is war.
On that day, all the important people were gathered in a guest house hideout. By Wayne's recollection, there were 7 people from Primavera, including Leo and Rose. Also 3 people from the occupying forces, with Butler, and 5 people from the Golden Dragon Society with Meiju. First, the person most responsible for carrying out this plan, Leo, pointed to a map with Belton Plaza Hotel on Primavera and began to explain. He went into detail describing the assault on Primavera, which would entail a precise strategy centered around taking Amanda hostage.
If we can't capture Amanda, nothing else matters.
Got it. Right before we strike, we'll make contact with one of our people on the inside. They'll grab Amanda.
Sure is lucky that Amanda's spending her nights at the club. Almost like she planned for this.
Even God's on our side. Or is this more like divine punishment?
Will they truly be safe? The girls in the club. If they cannot restrain Amanda, our plan will crumble right from the start.
Yeah, Mystery Theater. Higurashi Go Sotsu is a sequel to the old Higurashi.
It's the most worrying part of this strategy.
Don't worry. The girls have plenty of fighting spirit right now.
Plus, they're even more interested in Amanda than we are, right? They'll be able to handle it.
For some reason, those club goyles do seem to find strength when they band together.
It's all right. I'm sure it will work.
Do you have any basis for that certainty?
I'm here. It's certainty. I guarantee you certainty. Certainty all the way, all day, every day. Lemmy D will guarantee your certainty.
I'm sure Amanda-san's smart enough not to offer pointless resistance. It won't take her long to understand. She'll notice the winds are changing again.
Agreed. That woman's an adult on top of being smart. Feel the same way too. She's not the kind of person who wastes her last moments. Should be more than possible to secure her without a club bodyguard noticing.
At the same time Amanda was taken hostage, Cyrus's group would leave from the hotel across the street and attack Primavera. Yeah, it's more of a visual novel for sure. Like, visual novel, like, whether it counts as a game or not is debatable. It's on the borderline. Like, I'd say the visual novels that count the most as games are obviously Phoenix Wright and Danganronpa. But yeah, the visual novels like that without a real failure state, like is it a game or is it not? It contains game-like elements. It's basically, if you like the way stories are told in games, that's what a visual novel is. It's purely story. At the same time Amanda was taken hostage, Cyrus' group would leave from the hotel across the street and attack Primavera. Since Amanda would be their hostage, it would be hard to imagine much resistance from her bodyguards. But there were probably a few punk-level guys among them. They actually did, Anime Nerd, in Higurashi Switch, in the Japanese version, they did add choices. They basically added a whole, they turned it into a big choice-based thing in Higurashi on Switch. There was at least some danger of someone reflexively firing off a shot and starting a gunfight.
We just gotta ad-lib our way through that. Anyway, lightning's lord, like what we're looking for here. Blitzkrieg. We'll stage a hold up while they're getting themselves drunk like they always do.
That'd be the most beautiful result. To suddenly take back the club without having to raise a gun.
Perfect kind of elegance for ladies of the evening. Leave it to us, Cyrus. I don't want to see a beloved club covered in bullet holes and we'll have to spend a fuck ton of money to repair it, and god damn it, seriously.
This is the first stage of the plan. The next part is where the battle begins.
We could have Amanda-san contact him herself. Or we could let one of her bodyguards escape and have that person pass on the message. It shouldn't take long for Caleb-san to find out that Amanda-san has been taken hostage.
With Caleb on the ropes, he can't afford to make a weak move.
Surely he will summon a great army to take Amanda-san back.
That group will be rounded up by the police, but we want to reel in as many of them as possible. Yeah, Meryl does not have that much screen time. I do notice that. I want her to have more screen time too. I love doing the Lammy D voice. She got more screen time in part 1, I think.
Got it. If we want to catch a big one with our bait, my group will have to make a show of fighting back.
Police will come, but they won't be standing and wait nearby. Don't let your guard down.
I'm really sorry about that. I can't guarantee that we got no bad cops or in touch with Caleb.
The plan was to gather up the Caleb family around Primavera, then have the police arrest them. However, the low-level policemen had been told nothing of this. After all, they couldn't deny the possibility that one of the officers was an informant for Caleb. Because of that, it will be made to look like the police had just been dispatched from the station upon receiving a call from Primavera. So it wasn't like having a magic button that could drop all the enemies surrounding Primavera into pits.
We'll set up a barricade in the club and prepare for a siege battle. Fortunately, Primavera was built to be surprisingly secure. Before things get started, let the club girl get to work on sealing those entrances.
Once we have control inside the club, we'll gather all the girls and have them set up the barricade.
We're up against troops back from the front lines. They'll probably be cautious. That's why setting up a barricade will work.
Keep your wits about you, everyone! Hey, this is an easy job for us.
And make sure you keep your wits about you too, Rose.
It was also possible that reinforcements would slip through the police's net and return to protect Caleb. We're counting on the captain again there.
Your captain's got all kinds of chances to act the hero.
Hey, I've got American blood flowing through my veins, don't I?
The police and military police will cut off the main streets, heading towards the hotel. That way, Caleb will be cut off from any assistance. That would be the most ideal result. Once the police stop moving, we will contact Rose.
And that's when we'll start moving.
3 of us, me, Wayne, and Rose.
Yep, Wayne is gonna have his mini-boss battle with Miguel for sure.
We'll take Caleb down.
Yep, that's the way it's gonna be. Damn, this is some huge setup. This is some huge ass setup. Chandelier-san, the star of Higurashi Go. The biggest shipper of Satarika. Silence fell in the room. Each step didn't take long to describe, but they had no idea how dangerous each would be. It might be over before they knew it. However, they might run into terrifying resistance. The most unpredictable situation was Leo's group attacking the hotel.
In all the hotels Caleb hides out in, they've taken control of an entire floor of suite rooms.
Yep, this is gonna be a Yakuza style battle here. Just like going through all the, just like in Yakuza 3, like going through all the hotel rooms.
That's extremely fortunate for us, since we don't want to drag any innocent people into this. But regardless of whether Caleb is staying on that floor at the moment, Miguel's men are always stationed on there on their guard.
They're elite guards, specially selected by Miguel-san himself. Oh, yep. They're the next letter. They're the next level mooks. Because this is the end game for this part, anyway. Unfortunately, if we tried to lie and wait inside the hotel beforehand, they would almost certainly find us. We'll have to observe the hotel from the outside, rush inside, and search for Caleb-san.
We already have a man inserted among the hotel staff. Furthermore, we have arranged for a normal room to be reserved and loaded with weapons and ammunition.
Damn. They didn't know what would happen. Having some weapons ready to be used couldn't hurt. Holy shit, this really is like a video game here. So they had filled up one of the hotel rooms with weapons beforehand.
Thanks. Now we can fire off as much as we want.
But take care not to injure any innocent people.
I know. Just one look at their eyes is all I need to see if they're a sheep or a wolf. I'll be okay. Once Wayne and I start making a show, all the good kids will run away to go hug their pillows. Well, I say you finish things quickly and quietly like ninjas.
Otherwise, this time Caleb will be the one barricaded in. Even if his reinforcements have been cut off. It is conceivable that Caleb has many weapons hidden on that suite floor.
Yeah, probably. That's what I would do. But it'll still be a retina trip. He won't escape.
Once he's cut off from support, I think even Caleb-san will listen to what we have to say.
Think so? You think so? That man?
Yes. He's another person who bears the lives of a great many people. When he realizes he's been completely defeated, I think he'll surrender. Most of the people here thought Rose should go to Primavera, not the hotel. However, Rose herself had fiercely opposed this. She said she wanted to persuade Caleb.
Men don't always calculate things based on profit and loss. It's possible he'll stubbornly refuse to accept defeat and try to take you down with him. I agree with Wayne. I understand too. He's another person who's failed to die. Tim, the war still isn't over. It's a bit hard for me to believe that you can shatter a man's illusions with just a few words. Rather than persuading him, we should think about ending his war.
That seems to be a repeating theme throughout this story. Killing Caleb-san isn't our highest priority. I think Caleb is gonna let himself be killed, honestly. He might force Rose to kill him, I think. Because I think even Caleb knows that he has no way out of this alive. He fucked up. He fucked up so badly. Our goal is only to attack him as a step of dissolving the Caleb family. If he understands the situation and surrenders, there'll be no need to kill him.
I understand how you feel, but he would continue to exist as a source of discord in City 23. Keeping the worst case scenario in mind, We had better use this chance to settle things with him once and for all.
This is only stream 7 of part 2, right? So, damn. It looks like either this raid is gonna last for the rest of the episode, which it probably will, or we might get a hint of the next boss after Caleb's in this part. I do wonder if Lee Meiju is gonna become the next boss after Caleb. No, killing him is not our highest priority.
We ought to kill him. He has his own ideals and an iron will determined to see them through.
Yeah, I know Rose doesn't want to kill them. Oh, Fate. That is something I've seen, Fate. And a lot of people I know play Fate Grand Order. Yeah, I've seen, and my sister loves Fate, the series.
I find it hard to believe that we'll succeed in persuading him to abandon his ideals.
Same, Richard. I do think that he will concede in a way in the end. I think he's gonna force Rose to kill him. Basically, he's gonna do suicide by cop. As a manner of as a figure of speech, on Rose. Because he ultimately, even though he had a very twisted way of going about it, he does want the best interests of the Japanese people in mind. So he'll probably want to make Rose into a legend. No, we won't kill him. Not as long as he surrenders. That's my decision as the madam. I won't let anyone dispute that point. Not even you.
If you say so, but I'm pretty sure he's going to die by the end of this. I can only pray that your softness doesn't lead to trouble somewhere down the line.
Normally, Richard wasn't the sort of person who would suggest taking a human's life. However, this was a war, and a vital event that would decide the future of City 23. No, the future of their countrymen. For Richard, who always assumed the worst case scenario, Rose's decision probably did sound naive.
Leo, I'll leave it to your judgment on the scene.
I've heard nothing but good things about Fate Zero.
I understand. However, the truth is I'd rather not kill him too if it were possible.
Yeah, they were friends. Caleb and Leo were friends in the beginning. I think James is kidding. James is very funny. They like making some jokes.
He's always been the one treating me to meals. Just once I'd like to return the favor. We decided. It's a war between Primavera and Caleb. It's not our place to object. That completes the overview of our plan. The day we carry out is undecided. We'll do it when Caleb shows up at the Belton Plaza Hotel. Until that day, we'll be waiting in our respective hideouts.
I do, anime nerd. Although I haven't seen as much lately because I have a little kid to take care of, and I'm playing all these. I play a lot of anime games. Leo's group was hiding out in a place where they could observe the hotel. Cyrus's group was laying low in a cheap hotel across the street from Club Primavera. I do know that my sister loved Fate Zero, and no problem, James. I'll be happy to be a reference for you. Jeez. Cyrus's group was lying low in a cheap hotel across the street from Club Primavera. They are really hyping this up. X day might come tonight. Or it could come a month from now. But eventually it would come. Silence fell once again. Someone gulped and it sounded loud enough that everyone in the room heard it. Then Rose smiled in a way that calmed everyone down. Oh, and by the way, while you're hiding out, we've got some excellent service for you. We're planning to distribute special dinners until the big day comes. Leo's group food will be provided by Meiju-san. Shouldn't it be Meiju? I think that's a typo there. Meiju-san. And Cyrus is by the captain.
Leo-san, Wayne-san.
Yes, anime nerd. I am an old lady of 36.
Leo-san, Wayne-san. You had better look forward to some exquisite Chinese cooking.
You kidding me? I don't really like Chinese food.
Oh God, poor Wade.
That is because you have never eaten it. Such a shame. Before the decisive day comes, I shall give you a thorough instruction in China's 4,000 years of delicious food.
If you throw in some delicious Chinese woman, I got no complaints. On my end, we gotta log our expenses. I'll be paying for Cyrus's group out of my own pocket. Hold on there, Captain. Better not be stingy on a meal before a fight, eh? Please let me side with stew and sandwiches. I'll be using my mom's special recipe.
We're having the captain's homemade food? Talk about a difference in treatment. I know, I'm very old.
Don't say that, it's really good. I'll bring beer too, okay?
Well, that's different then. Give us a keg and we'll forgive you.
That's not funny. Why should an unmarried girl be stuck eating food made by a guy who isn't even her boyfriend?
Still a challenge that really does hurt.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you for that compliment, anime nerd. People tell me I look young too, but I do not believe that for one fucking second.
Leo, come on, swap groups with me.
Would you prefer if I talk like this, like an old lady?
Leo, come on, swap groups with me. I'm feeling like some Chinese right about now.
Oh, none taken. Anime nerd, no disrespect taken. I take that as a compliment, actually.
You lucky bastard. Don't worry, I wouldn't dare get between you and your homemade sandwiches. How could anyone be so hungry right before a bloodbath? What are you, some kind of Saiyans? You got my respect, old guys. Better not take food grudges lightly, my friends. If I die like this, I'll come back and curse you all. Say something, Richard? Rather have Manchu burial and feast too, wouldn't you? As long as good tea is being served, nothing else matters to me. So, I'm on tea serving duty again until the big day.
The atmosphere eventually lightened up, and for a short while, the tension of the impending showdown was swept aside. This small surprise was something Rose had decided on and prepared for. To Leo, it seemed very much like Rose to show this sort of consideration before the final confrontation.
You probably understand, but...
Yes, I know.
this isn't a final showdown.
That's right. It isn't a fight to end anything. It's a fight to start up a new City 23. Because our true fight starts after we defeat Caleb-san.
That's right. We can't let ourselves get killed in the opening scene.
Exactly.
There's only one thing I could say for sure.
What's that?
I really can't wait for some Peking duck.
It does, anime nerd. It does. Yep. It really does. Your back does start hurting at that age. Yep. I can confirm.
Yes, darling. Are your lodgings tonight comfortable?
It's just like you said. Carrying a familiar pillow around with you isn't really so bad.
You really are faithful to a fault, aren't you? You really did it.
I told you, didn't I? I don't listen to men, but I always listen to what women say. I always faithfully followed what Mom and my wife told me.
And you're putting me in that group.
Well, of course. Aren't you like his second wife? Jeez.
Thank you.
I hear you've started spending your nights at Primavera.
Yes. I've been feeling worn out, too.
That's careless of you.
What comes will come. Indeed. Anyway, if something happened to me, you'd come to my rescue, wouldn't you?
Damn. She is being crafty AF. What the hell? Wow. Oh my god, Amanda.
Of course. I'd leap into hell to come save you.
Whether it's flattery or not, it pleases me to hear you say that.
You know I'm not considerate enough for flattery.
That's true enough. Hey, Caleb.
What?
You said you'd leap into hell to come save me.
Yeah, I said it.
Does that mean you would be willing to die with me?
Oh no.
You might as well take it that way.
Damn. Oh no.
You're the last woman I'll ever have. My wife came first, but there'll be no one after you.
Wow. Damn, I didn't know Caleb could be so romantic.
So when it's time to die, I'll stick with you till the end.
Wow. I had no idea you could be so romantic.
Thank you. Of all your sweet words, those are the best.
I agree, Amanda. Wow.
Someday, I'd like to stand alongside you again as we chat about these silly things.
Oh, god damn it! No! It's like, Caleb has done such horrible shit, but now I just feel sorry for him. Fucking hell. It's a very Ryukishi way to handle villains. I gotta say.
You can. We'll have all the time in the world in the pit of hell.
Oh, wow, that's dark. Oh yeah, totally, Mystery Theater. Yeah, they definitely really do love each other. Oh, God. Amanda isn't even a bad person. She hasn't even done bad things. She just... Yeah, you told us. Caleb would not be as black and white as Alfred. Alfred was just some crazy guy. The first boss, Alfred, but... Damn.
Sounds great. We can get some demons to fill our glasses.
Oh my god. Jeez.
Hey, Caleb. You must have started to see it by now, haven't you?
She's just gonna tell him straight up. Does he see the writing on the wall?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You really mean that?
Yeah. Not knowing when to give up's my only good point.
Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh god, no. Oh no. Oh god.
You must be worn out by now.
Not at all.
We're already old. We can't pick fights with people and yelling and screaming and running around anymore. Much less changing beds every night. Neither of us can keep it up. In your life up until now, I imagine you've challenged everything, experiencing all kinds of things. But did you know that there's one thing you've never done?
Oh? I can't imagine what.
Oh my god, please take her off her. Please take her off her, Caleb.
You've never thrown everything aside and run away. To throw all those troublesome responsibilities and ideals away and run.
Oh my god.
True enough. That does sound like it'd be pretty fun if it were possible.
You've never done it.
Have you? It feels great. You know?
So, us leaving the city with nothing more than a suitcase.
Wonderful. Isn't it? Try to imagine. Obediently, Caleb imagined it. It was a beautiful scene, like something in a black and white film from the good old days. How wonderful it'd be if the actor in that scene were himself. Oh God. Oh God!
Not bad. It'd be even better if the words "the end" appeared and everything faded to black. However, sorry, but I can't.
Why? Oh God, no! Come on, Caleb, please! Fucking hell, no! Come on. Oh God.
I've voiced my ideals, and a great many people have been sacrificed. There are already so many people who gave up their lives because they had the same dream as me.
But Caleb, you could entrust Rose with that responsibility. I know you can. You could fake your death. Pull a Princess Bride.
After all that, I can't even consider being the only one to live on.
Oh God. Amanda, I feel you. If you're that resolved to do it, doesn't it get a little ridiculous?
True. Pretty pathetic, right?
Would you like to have a drink sometime soon? You could at least give me that much, can't you?
Yeah. Miguel will probably complain, but I've been feeling the same way.
You're always drinking with him, aren't you? Drink with me every now and then. Where are you now?
I'll be checking out of here soon. Let's meet at the next place.
Where are you staying next?
We drank together there earlier. You know, the one with the great bar that had a fish tank.
I remember. Wasn't that... the Belton?
The Belton Plaza Hotel.
Showdown time. Oh God. This is such a tragedy. Oh God. I almost feel like I should stop here. But I think we have a little bit before things truly get going. Do you think I have like a scene or two before things really get going? 'Cause I'm pretty sure that this day is all the hell is gonna break loose. Oh God. Wait, 1974. Hold on, I just realized. What? Wait a minute. That is not the correct year. The year is 1949. Or 8, I forgot. What the fuck is this? I just realized. Oh, it's a typo. Okay, thank you, apparition. Oh my God, what a typo to make. Oh my God. What a typo to make. Wow. October 20th, 1947, a Monday. Weather cloudy. 20.6 degrees C, high. Oh, you'd say break here, apparition? Okay. I am so sorry. Well, this stream is shorter than usual, but it's only a little bit shorter than 2 hours, and we've done some longer ones before. I have a strong feeling that the next stream is going to be a lot longer to make up for it, because I'm pretty sure all hell is going to break loose in the next stream. Like the big battle, final battle with Caleb. Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking. A lot of stuff is going to break down and I might have trouble stopping. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm going to save that for next time. So yeah, thank you guys for telling me that this is a good break point, because I was thinking that. Yeah, okay. I'm just thankful that it's not like too much shorter than usual. So next time on Rose Comes Days. Today is what, Thursday? So it'll be on Sunday. We will see the beginning and maybe the whole thing of the final battle between Primavera and Caleb. And tomorrow, as always, will be more Remember 11. So until next time. Yeah, probably 2 streams. I'm guessing it wouldn't be. It would be pretty involved, apparition. So next time, until next time, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.